Howdy do everyone, Dread BC back again. Um, Not my favorite quest this time. 20 black and or red spells. Not a super huge fan of where Rakdos sits in the format. The best I could come up with is these Mardu Aristocrats decks look pretty solid. I think they're better in best of three. Hang on, adjust my chair a little bit here. I think they're better in best of three, but I think they're also fine in best of one. They are very aggressive, but at the same time can hold their own late game against larger creature decks. Mid-range decks don't get a huge amount of value out of most of your creatures, aside from if they're playing the Esper mid-range and they steal your Precinct One. Anywho, we'll go through the list real quick. It's super simple. 4 Gutterbones. It's a 2/1 for 1 that has recursion. It's perfect for what this deck is trying to do. 4 Footlight Fiends. You've got to exile it to prevent taking that 1 extra damage. 4 Hero of Precinct One. Plenty of ways to trigger it in this deck. And just an all-around strong value aggressive card. 4 Priest of the Forgotten Gods, kind of the linchpin for this deck, sort of makes everything come together really well. Sacrificing creatures gets you the value from Footlight Fiend, gets you extra value from Gutterbones, adds mana to your mana pool, they lose life. This really does it all. Fireblade Artist, 2/2 for haste with the ability to go face at the beginning of each upkeep, another way to trigger Footlight Fiend's ability. Plus, I mean, if you go Hero on turn 2, Fireblade Artist turn 3, you've got extra value on that one, so that's always good. Midnight Reaper, another part of the Aristocrats engine on this one, sacrificing and drawing. Mortify, super important in this current metagame because creatures and enchantments are like the biggest problems you could have nowadays, it seems. Judith, the Scourge Diva. Anyone who has been playing probably knows very well what she does. Theater of Horrors. I enjoy this card for 2 reasons. One, I just love the way the card interacts. I love the way it works in this deck too, specifically because there's so many ways to get face damage. And 2, this is one of the best arts in Standard, I'll say. It's just beautiful. Darken, you're amazing. I love this. And 4 Heroic Reinforcements as a way to go ham with the Hero of Precinct One. You make 2 dudes, you make a dude, then they all get 1/1 in haste. Woo, get in there. And then just every rare land that you have. I'm missing 3 Clifftop Retreats and 2 Sacred Foundry, so I ended up adding an extra isolated chapel to make up for 1. But yeah, put the best lands you can in. Let us see what we can come up with here. I'm going to turn my sounds up just a wee bit so I can hear this. It looks like it's recording fine. I'm trying to get my sounds balanced in a way that you can hear me well. But the game sounds are also well audible. I've never played this deck. Sorry, I'm tinkering around with stuff. I've never played this deck. Hopefully, I understand what I'm doing. This seems like a decent hand. Us going first is not my favorite with this hand. Obviously, you want to go first in this deck, but 2 priests on the opening hand, you don't really want to be sacrificing them, but that's okay. That gives us the ability to play this tapped and not shock for 2. Alright, we're just gonna... See, I think what I'm going to do in this case, since they just said Mountain Go, I'm going to play the Priest and hope they shock it. No shock. Didn't even have a chance for it to be a shock, so I'm guessing this is not mono red. We're looking at Drakes, possibly, or... Oh, never mind. It's just the Bernie Burn version of it. Okay. Well... Play on curve or play the precinct? No, we're going to play the precinct. We got to start going wider than this wall, because that wall's not going to kill anything. No attacks. No reason. He's going to need to start killing stuff real soon. Viashino Pyromancer. Or Viashino. He's going to need to kill that priest soon. He's looking at it. I think he knows this. Is he gonna kill the hero? My God. Alright, well, we got another priest, so that's not exactly what we wanted to see. No attacks. I will absolutely block this Pyromancer. 100%. Whoop! See ya, buddy. If you want to burn spell it, that's fine. But what the opponent does not know is I have 2 more of them in my hand. Now I just need to draw spells. No lands for a while. That would be great. Well, this isn't exactly what we wanted to do this turn, but... Ping. Get out there. I think that's actually a slightly better play than just playing the priest this turn. Because I'm not going to want to do that next turn, and honestly, I don't know if there's a way I can win this. I feel like this is a way too slow a start. And they're, of course, just going off the fucking wall over here. Oh, and then we get a skewer in the face, too. That's fucking lovely. This is unwinnable. Alright, what you got for us now? Scourge Diva, huh? Well, let's run them out there. If we don't attack, or if we don't lose this turn, I'll be incredibly surprised. Like, surprised in ways you don't understand. And here comes the burn spell to end it. Just go face, homie. You don't need to attack. You don't need to kill any creatures. Light at the stage. Take 2. Do they reveal burn off the top? Oh, that's a lightning. They kill us next turn. We do not kill them next turn. Well, okay, so it wasn't a burn. It was an electrostatic field. We were not winning that game. It is just a waste of time to even continue. Let us move on to the next. I hate red burn. The less time I play against it, the better. I'm responding to a text. Bear with me. Okay. Yep. It's that's one thing in the weeks that I've had off that I have not missed is playing against burn. I've played against less of it when I wasn't recording, but there's still enough of it there to just be irritating 100% of the time. I absolutely hate the deck. I don't like that they banned Nexus and then just ignored the fact that Mono Red has got the absolute best cards in Standard. We've got so many lightning bolts and the best card draw ability in the game right now. They've got what essentially amounts to, a miniature ancestral recall, and it's totally fine that they have that, but nothing. But the fact that someone has to tap 7 to take an extra turn, yeah, that was the problem. And I agree that Nexus of Fate was a bit of a problem, but at the same time... Okay, here's my take on that. Nexus of Fate costs 7, which means, in theory, you should have ways to deal with it by the time that's happening. You can either go face with creatures and spells like Red tried to do, or you can pack things like Syncopate and Negate main deck. Syncopate being the best one, or even Devious Cover-Up. I'm not saying you have to play blue, but it helps. The problem with red is the only thing you can do is play life gain to really counter it. That's it. I mean, they really don't care what you do 90% of the time. It's just going to work. It's the most linear, stupid strategy ever. You lay a mountain if you got it. You tap however many mountains it is to cast your most expensive spells, or, well, your most efficient spells. You hit someone in the face. You trigger all these special abilities so you get stuff for cheap. Just spectacle with that light up the stage is absurd. Should never have happened. But, yeah, the argument for not being able to enjoy the game because your opponent is going off with Nexus of Fate, I get that. But banning it in best of one doesn't change anything. I still think that mono red best of one is the bigger problem. And we are at 3 minutes. Watch this. If I mouse over cancel, it'll put me in a game. Really? Every other time it wants to put me in a game. Okay, see now I'm clicking it and it's doing nothing because I wanted to go ahead and reset my queue. This isn't a bug. This is working as intended. Let me use my auto clicker. Oh no, it clicks too fast. Never mind. Yeah, I have an auto clicker for Cookie Clicker, and it clicks like 75 times a second. So, all right, game. This is Magic, the way it was intended to be played. Richard Garfield would be thoroughly pleased at this. Can't exit, so I think I'm going to close this and go blank screen for a second, because this is ridiculous. Alright, should be popping back up shortly. There we go. Magic the Gathering Arena! God, please tell me that disconnected me. It doesn't just load me back up right into the queue. I'm actually glad it happened when it did, because it gave me a chance to talk about my take on the state of Standard, since I haven't had a chance to record after the bannings. Maybe we'll get into the game today. I don't know what's going on. Alright, this is clearly frozen. Let's close this one more time. Magic the Gathering Arena, checking for updates. Alright, loading again. And we're in. Alright. Apparently we didn't get put into a game. Thank goodness. Or maybe we got put into a game and we're just completely disconnected from it the entire time and our opponent thought we roped them to death. Who knows? Hopefully this won't happen again. So where was I? Anywho, mono red. Ban cards from it. It's too good. And the deck we were just playing against with the straight burn version, I actually don't think is as good as the other one. Okay, so we've got 2 white spells in hand and nothing with which to cast said spells, and we've got the priest, or the Hero of District 1 that really wants us to have that white mana. Oh gosh, you know, I still think I should keep this simply because I like the Gutterbones Footlight Fiend Theater of Horrors route. It's very aggressive, and then if we, you know, we're not going to run out of ways to trigger Hero, especially if we get the theater up and running. I'm trying to figure out what our worst matchup is in this deck. Life gain would suck. Red obviously is going to suck because we're not as fast as they are. We do what they do, just not as quickly. Maybe is mono blue bad? I'm going to shock here. Ugh, hate shocking in Standard. Because if he says Mountain Bolt the Gutterbones or something like that, just ugh. It feels so bad. Ideal draw next turn would be an isolated chapel. Hell, I'd take a plains at this point. Even more ideally is that our opponent actually plays. Yeah, you're roping there, buddy. On turn 1 with 0 timeouts. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Really, dude? Oh, God. Well, fine. Let's go face. If I'm not going to draw a white land, at least I drew something that I can play 2 of. Alright. Opponent just 100% knows we are straight up Rakdos aggro. Now this turn I kind of want to draw a land plus Judith, which I don't think is going to happen. God, that would have been great to have Precinct this turn and then dual Footlight Fiend next turn. Now I need a land for sure. Block the Gutterbones. Really? That seems strange. I would have blocked the Gutterbones there. 1, to take less damage. And 2, to make me spend mana to get Gutterbones back. Okay. We are on actual Golgari over here. And... or we are playing against Golgari. And what we are on is 2-land Rakdos. Alright. We're going to have a really hard time in this game once he starts laying his 4th land and getting his value creatures. Here comes... here comes the Fine Broker! Or Chupacabras, those two. That's fine. If you want to Chupacabra my 1-drop that has recursion. Yeah, we'll just block. Or we'll just attack in. Really? Okay. Simple enough. And now come the real difficult to deal with things. Yep. A Judith would have been really good. However, I do think if we drew a land, we could just mortify that. But we're not going to draw land, of course. Opponent's on 5 lands, and we are on 2. So, not going to be attacking this turn. And if he attacks back, I will just take 6. Because, honestly, it'll get this game a little bit closer to over. Oh, there we go. Lotless Giant. That's what they're trying to do. Love this card. How many creatures are in the graveyard? Does it have a count up there? 8 creatures, okay. Ritual of Soot. Now we're going to draw the land. Yeah. And it's a shock land at that. Okay, so 2 lands. Good. Good. Working as intended. Always enjoy that. That's my favorite part of Magic. Looks like this is going to be a simple quest to get taken care of with 0 wins. Okay, hey, look at that. We got our colors. We've got a priest. We've got a theater and ways to do things. Let's do things then. Alright, start with the chalk. The shock land. Blue, black. Well, there's like a 90% chance they're going to rip something out of my hand. It'll probably be the Midnight Reaper. I fully predict a Thought Erasure in our near future. No Thought Erasure? I don't know how to handle this. That makes me really want to get this Reaper down first in case of a removal spell. Okay, cast down's fine. Oh man. If they tap out this turn, I'm going heroic next turn. Tap out, tap out. Woo! Thief of Sanity. That'll do. Actually, I think I like that better than... Get out of here. Because you will outvalue us if you're attacking for 2, stealing our cheap spells, and playing them as blockers. Alright. I think I'm actually going to discard one of the heroics in this case. I want the theater to get us going a little bit better. Or get us going in the long game a little bit. Plus that just hurts so bad. Now, ideal draw next turn would be a land. So I could go hero theater. Okay, definitely a land would be what we're after here. Not a land at all. We are going to go ahead and play this first. And the Gutterbones. I want the Gutterbones to be able to trigger this ability, and then Hero can come out next turn. If nothing else, he's on a clock because of this. He looks to be straight blue-black, so we don't have a Mortify in our future. Alright, that's fine. Alright, that's also fine. I bet he doesn't block. Does he have a removal spell that he wants to use on a Gutterbones? No, he doesn't. Okay. Alright. Well, this is going to go incredibly poorly for him. He can get one hit off of that Thief of Sanity, and then we're going to start doing our priest nonsense. Sweet. You fell for it. Let's see what he mills. We can sort of get an idea of what he stole. Footlight Fiend land. He definitely got a spell. If you see land, there's always that chance that he hit a patch of lands and stole one. But he thought about it too long, so it's definitely a spell. Alright, this game is getting incredibly difficult to win now. Alright, Midnight Reaper is fine. Another counterspell. Yeah. That's going to be the game then. I mean, I'm going to attack. I'm going to play the land. I'm going to play the Gutterbones. It's going to be real difficult for us to come back from this, though. He's going to have a lot of card advantage in the Thief plus Disinformation campaign. Unless he just doesn't play Disinformation campaign because he wants to only use it to make us discard. See, 2 lands. See, we don't know if he stole a land there. Another Cry of the Carnarium. Sweet. I got rid of the what's it called at least? Because we're drawing 2 cards a turn. He's got to play that Disinformation campaign and tap 3 mana to draw 2 cards a turn. We got to tap 4 mana to draw those cards each turn. So that's a Blood Crypt. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that then. Go face. Play the Blood Crypt. It enters tapped. Pass the turn. That is such a good use for this Theater of Horrors. When you draw a land and it draws a land, yeah. Yeah, see here he tapped 3 mana because we held a card in hand, but it was just a land anyway, so. And that's one of the cards I'm pretty sure he stole from us. I could be wrong. Let's do it again. Dragonskull Summit. Make him want to make us discard. Ooh, this is going to reveal some of his deck, too. Because we're going to start getting 2 ticks on this each turn. Yep. Got another land, buddy. That's why I didn't play it. And there's another card he stole from us. Okay. We've got a lot of live draws now. Mortify is 1. I'm actually going to just go ahead and get rid of... I'm going to hold on to the Mortify, actually, because I know this is going to make him want to surveil. Oh, see? See right there, that Doom Whisperer? Yeah. I'm glad we did that, because he can't activate this. He's got to attack. That's fine. Then he can cast it. And this Mortify is going to kill his Doom Whisperer, hopefully. He can surveil the Disinformation campaigns back to his hand in a turn if he wants to. Priest. Sacred Foundry. I'll enter it tapped. Let's do this. Surveil? Do you want to? Do you want to surveil? Please do it once. Oh, God, I was hoping he would. Turn this guy sideways. face, priest. Things getting under there are just not working out that well for him, even though he stole our reinforcements. He would love to cast that Dispersal and get rid of this Theater of Horrors right now, I guarantee it. Because he cannot attack decently right now. Chupacabra. Okay, now he can. He's going to kill the priest, obviously. Obviously. Okay. Now he has to cast Dispersal or lose the game. Yeah, okay. He saw it. He figured that out. So we're going to attack with Gutterbones. Kill the Chupacabra. Play a Bones. Hopefully he sees this card that's in our hand and makes him want a really disinformation campaign. Ooh, Judith. That's what we needed. Good game, opponent. One to face. Bring him back. Bring him back. Play one. This is the turn. You gotta kill us. Cry the Carnarium or bust. That is not going to do it, my friend. Also, not going to do it, my friend. Good game, sir. Yep. Yep. He's trying to draw into that Cry the Carnarium and is not going to do it with 1 mana, I'm afraid. And then we turn him sideways. Judith comes in just in the nick of time to save the day and save us from being completely shut out in this rather short video. But that was my least favorite of the quests to play Black-Red. We got it did, we got it done, we got it dern. Go ahead and hit that export button and then just take a quick once-over one more time. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun deck. It's got the permanent aggression for those grindy matchups. But if he had any kind of life gain, we were done. That's why I think Esper is just better, because you do have access to certain cards that give you life gain. That even though a lot of those Esper decks don't run them, I feel like it's in this. If you're playing best of one, you need to run a little bit of life gain. Period. Just even 4 of Revitalized is enough to completely change your matchup versus red. Dawn of Hope just blows it out of the water. This is basically a red deck. It just has different colors in it. This is a creature red deck is all I look at. It doesn't have as much face burn, but Judith and Priest allow that to get a little bit better, and I guess Fireblade Artist to an extent if you draw him. Did we draw him? I think we drew 1. But yeah, I like it. It's okay. I don't feel like this is going to be top tier, or maybe I'm just terrible. I could just be god awful at this and not have a clue what I'm doing. But yeah, by all means, if I am, tell me what I've been doing wrong with this one, if I'm just getting blown out by misplays, because I always want to get better. That being said, I'm going to cut the video here. It has been real dangerously close to half an hour on this one. I generally like my videos to go longer, but I just wanted to get this quest done. I really did. So we did, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.